Hey. All right, welcome to the third installment of Ask BP, the video segment you can find only right here on battleshippretension.com and on YouTube. The way this works is you tweet, you get on Twitter, you start a Twitter account if you don't have one, because you should. It's a lot of fun, like I said last time. And you tweet your questions to me. I'm at the pretension. Okay? So, you ready to start, Tyler?
Sure.
Okay, so our first question comes from at Feckless Host, and it says, what was the last Best Picture winner that you think really deserved it?
David, what's your take?
I don't know if I'll ever find a year that actually matches up exactly best for best, but No Country for Old Men was certainly deserving.
Yeah.
As was Unforgiven. So I guess whenever it's a Western.
Yeah, there you go. Big fan of Cimarron.
Sure.
But I would actually agree that No Country for Old Men was... I'm not sure if I'd say... It certainly wasn't my favorite movie of that year, but it was certainly up there. And the film is... When I talk to friends, they ask the last movie that I consider to be perfect. And as strange as it may sound, because, what does that even mean, perfect? But I would venture to say that No Country for Old Men is immaculately perfect.
Okay.
And so I'm fine with it winning Best Picture.
Next question. At Cinema Poaching. This person wrote us last time.
Indeed.
This is a personal question for me.
Okay.
At Cinema Poaching asked me if it was okay to ask personal questions.
I'll just sit here.
It says, how is your love life going? It's going great. Thanks.
Okay.
I also asked, when is the top 10 of 2009 coming? Sometime around the Oscars. That's when we do it.
Oh, he must be new.
Yeah. All right. One more big one and one more small one. All right. At Cannibal Kid.
One more. We just did two.
Yeah, I know. We're doing 4 this time.
All right.
We got some small ones. How do you discuss movies when you have such fundamentally different religious views? I don't know. Not really having religious views, it's not a problem for me because I don't bring them. I don't bring anything to the table. I guess it's sort of Tyler's question to answer.
Okay. Hopefully my response doesn't seem insulting the way I phrase this, but in spite of what some people may think, a Christian doesn't just hang out with other Christians, and it is actually possible for us to get along with and talk intelligently with people who don't believe the same things as us. And I apologize if that sounded condescending. I'm sure your question wasn't that, but it's amazing how many people really seem to think that whether it be politically or spiritually or whatever the case may be, they think that, if they don't agree on this, how could they agree on anything else? Well, I agree with David, not necessarily all the time with movies, but what I mean is, I've known him for years, and I know that when it comes to movies, he knows what he's talking about. He has really great taste, and all right,
listen to him.
Yeah,
I know what I'm talking about.
He does, and so I know that regardless of what we may disagree on as far as philosophy or whatever, I know that his taste in movies is one that I agree with and respect, and also his getting his philosophy, because religiously we do have very differing views, but getting his take on a film like Last Temptation of Christ or Passion of the Christ or whatever is really great, and it's it's good to hear because it gives you a more well-rounded view. And so that's how it works for me, is that when talking about movies, of course you do bring a lot of yourself to it, but David has good taste and can talk intelligently, and that's all that matters.
Okay, here's what, I found a couple more, so let's just move this into do a second episode, okay?
Okay.
All right, so you can catch us and our reflective glasses that keep you from seeing our eyeballs in the next episode.
Oh, I can't see anything.